guys have had few struggles this year with some mobile quarterbacks. Are you more concerned about this guy this week?
Well, the mobile quarterback, I mean, the only thing that, with a running quarterback, I mean, the quarterback hasn't hurt us. They've had quarterback design runs, quarterback sweeps, getting your numbers. I mean, those are things I don't care who you are. You're gonna have issues with that. The one play against Pitt, like I said, a guy busted, his deal. They ran it 2 times after that. They were minus yardage plays if you go execute. It's just about execution. But that's what you play 11 on 11 now, when you have that kind of quarterback. So you've got to be accountable for that guy and have an extra guy, but that could expose you someplace else. So, that's what the spread offense does. You look across the country, I mean, and see the points that people are putting on the board. Against these spread teams, I think we're playing pretty well. But same token, I guess people were used to us shutting people out. I guess I don't know, but kids are playing well. From that standpoint, for the most part. Last week, we didn't play very well. Not at all. And Miami, that's a big part of it was them, and so you give credit for that where credit's due, and let's move forward, learn from it, move forward.
You guys haven't been 4-4 at this point in the season very often. What's the mood of this team for something that's kind of unusual?
That's a good question. You got a lot of young guys. You got a lot of young guys that are, in my opinion, playing not to screw up rather than go play fast and make things happen, on all sides, but you can't play that way. You can't play. You got to go play to, be a factor in the game, and we've done that for the most part. But all of a sudden last week you lose a couple guys like a Chase Williams. It's a big vocal guy, sets our defense. I think there's a might be a just a level of uncertainty probably for some guys. But don't worry about that. You go play your position and do it well. I think the mood's good. We just got to go play. I think we gave a couple games away early. Now we got to find a way to go win. I think we've found ways not to win the game the last a few of these games. So we got to get back to finding ways to win.
When you have struggles like this offensively, do you worry about things snowballing over the rest of the season?
You absolutely. There's 1,000 things that go through your mind. But you can't worry about it. You got to go attack the next problem. If you look at us, we started out the season executing decently. Then we went into a turnover bug. Then we went into a penalty bug. Now we're in a phase where at times we're not executing consistently. So we're hopefully getting all these growing pains out of our system. And at the end of the day, you got to worry about what you control. You got to try to get better. You got to encourage your kids that at the end of the day we're going to improve, and there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Did you think some of the consistency issues would be solved at this point?
Not with all the youth. Mm-hmm. Not with all the youth. You're gonna. It's just like Sam Rogers said last year. He goes, last year I had to think. I was a step slow. This year I can play as fast as I want to play because he's older, he's stronger. He's been, at times, hearing a play for Isaiah Ford and hearing a play for Cam, that might have been their 22nd time hearing that play. And Sam Rogers has heard that play 150 times. So obviously, with being more familiar, and whenever your skill guys, and the majority of our skill guys right now playing are all young. They're all babies. So you're hoping that we can keep cutting down so they can play fast and not make the mistakes. But at the end of the day, that's part of it. Whenever you have some youth.